At a memory care facility in Sandusky, Ohio, Joyce is engrossed in arranging a scattering of paper word blocks. Her daughter, Tammy, is beside her, watching intently. A few minutes later, Tammy approaches me, eyes misty, and says, "My mom was connecting words that made sense together. I didn't think she could do that anymore." That is just one in a string of successes I've seen since founding Poem Renovation, an arts-based word challenge. Poem Renovation looks and functions like a word game, but this simple act of rule-free wordplay is much more than that. It boosts mental acuity and sparks joy for individuals with a wide range of abilities, including those like Joyce who live with memory impairments. I'm Kelly Della Rocha, a poet, journalist, and entrepreneur. 40 years ago, I was a distraught teenager. My parents were divorcing, and I turned to poetry writing as a way to make sense of my emotions. During the pandemic, when it once again felt like my world was going to pieces, I found new meaning in those old poems by rearranging their words. That experience became the scaffolding for Poem Renovation. Here's how it works. Every day, site visitors are presented with a scrambled snippet of literature. They choose words that resonate with them, then move them around on a digital canvas to create something new. There are no rules. The sole objective is to create. Our initial beta testing collected feedback from more than 400 students on Poem Renovation's greatest benefit, social emotional learning, a skill that took a huge hit during the pandemic. A vast majority of students reported positive results. After getting that great feedback in that market, we explored other uses and discovered that the aging population was an even larger and more impactful opportunity. I went too quick here. Yes, oh, okay, there we go. That market is exploding. As each continuing care provider strives to increase resident experience and differentiate themselves, trends suggest that investment in programs like Poem Renovation will increase. Last summer, we completed a successful beta test at 5 United Church Homes continuing care facilities, and in April, I continued that research with an Entrepreneur in Residence program. My most rewarding discovery, Poem Renovation users living with dementia were the most engaged of all. Those users prefer a tactile experience, so we are upgrading our software to include printable word banks. Companies like iClick have fun offerings that boost mental acuity but require expensive equipment. Other programs require extensive training. That's not us. We provide an accessible, affordable, easy-to-use opportunity that has proven its value in all levels of care. Poem Renovation debuted in 2022, and we have been stepping steadily forward ever since. Our business model is simple, affordable software as a service. Our subscription-based model, due out this fall, is being developed by Connecticut-based Peralta Design. We are in search of funds to help support our new software rollout, as well as collaborators to help us to further our reach. Our team includes experienced advisors and an executive with decades of experience in the digital media industry. Our software is presently free to use, so give it a try. PoemRenovation.com, no rules, just create. Thank you.
All right, 3-minute Q&A from the judges.
Thank you. It looks like from what you were saying, the social emotional learning was improved in children as you were seeing it, but I'd also like to hear in terms of the elder population, what you see for, the difficulties that they face in terms of loneliness, in terms of isolation. Does this bring them together in a social way as well?
Well, what's one really cool thing that I've seen as part of my Entrepreneur in Residence program and working with the people in these facilities is that Poem Renovation sparks conversation. They'll come upon a word, the word toy. Oh, my first toy was a toy horse, and oh, we had a racehorse growing up. And this helps not only the residents to get to know each other, but it helps the staff to see each of these people as an individual and as a creative being. And it just shows that creativity has no age as well. And they're proud of what they do.
How much are you fundraising and how far along are you?
Okay, so we would ideally like to raise $500,000. We've been bootstrapping, and we have the money that we need to pay for our software development, but what we would like to do is use that money to put a few extra touches on our software, build out our customer support team and tech support as well, and also do target marketing.
The purchases are the target audience, the organization buying it on behalf of, say, residents of an elderly home,
Yes.
or is it the family members that are connected?
Well, we are going to have subscriptions that are targeted toward the organizations as well as an individual user. So we will have tiered subscriptions depending on the size of an organization, and then we will have something that individuals can buy. We are also working with a Connecticut-based 3D printer to make pre-printed word sets, because what we've found is that the activities directors are very busy. And in speaking with them, there is that desire to also buy something that's already pre-made.
Do you have any pricing for the subscription? What are the costs to use
So
it?
if you wanted to get a subscription, it's based on the number of individuals who live in your facility. So if you had a small facility up to 50 people, it would be $39.99. And then the next tier up would be, I think it's $59.99 for double that amount of residents, and it goes up from there.
I'll do a follow-up. I know that there's the idea there's no rules, but for folks who maybe really have no idea where to start, if they're in their 80s and their 90s, is there any potential for introducing some prompt for these kinds of, users?
Honestly, I feel like part of the reason why this works is because there is no prompt. You have free reign. You can't get it wrong. There is no blank piece of paper staring at you. The words are there. There's no capitalization. There's no punctuation. You do what you want, and we've seen it from the young kids, all the way up to the senior citizens, how freeing that is and how empowering that is. So I think that's part of the trick. No rules.